Hello, everybody. Welcome to Embrace
from the Beyond. And my name is Prageet.
I'm Jules. And our webinar system, as we press the go live button, says, take a deep breath. I think that's a great way to start.
So we have a special hello to people in Italy.
Yeah, so we just heard this morning that our Italian organizer, Luca, is actually rebroadcasting this live on a spiritual radio network called 1111. And he says this is one of the biggest spiritual radio stations in Italy. So welcome to any new Italians who might be listening to this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had this honor before. Luca's already arranged this once before, but it's great to be sharing this embrace with everybody as well.
Yeah. So we'll say a little bit about the Stargate so that you have a context. Do you want to say something, please?
Yeah, you can actually see a small model of the Stargate. This is a personal Stargate, which is actually behind us. But when we do workshops, we work with very large Stargates, 2 meters high and even 3.5 meters high. So the Stargate is an anchor for a higher dimensional consciousness. And it's that consciousness that we call the etheric Stargate that we're working with when we're doing the meditations. My guide Alcazar came in about 31 years ago. And the Stargate this is the 30th year of the Stargate being present. And you'll be experiencing it towards the end of this broadcast. We'll be doing a short meditation, and you'll actually be able to feel the energy coming to you wherever you are, even if you're listening to a recording. And those people that have been working with us for a while are very familiar with that.
Yeah, so this energy, the best part about it is there's nothing to do. So you get to just relax and start to, as you're guided into this meditation, you'll start to feel the energies coming in. You start to feel your awareness expanding. And in that expanded space, you become far more sensitive to the guides and also to innate skills and abilities that we have, like inner vision, like intuition.
So the intention of this weekly Embrace from the Beyond is to answer people's questions. And we always like to start by inviting you just to put in the chat box where you're listening from, because people are listening from around the world. And so we really like to see all the different countries that are connecting in.
And so today we can see we have people from Norway, Ontario, Canada,
England, Hungary,
Washington State,
all over the States,
Florida,
Italy,
Switzerland, New York, Oregon, Devon in the UK. So welcome, everyone.
Yeah.
So we wanted to start today by talking about the Schuman Resonance.
Yeah, this is something that's been happening. Interestingly, it's something that's been jumping around. So the Schuman Resonance, just very briefly, is the vibration. It's a vibration of the physical earth.
Oh, just be careful with this thing.
I'm sorry.
Noise. No, it's okay.
And normally, up in the past, the Schuman Resonance for many, many years, in fact, as long as it was, as far back as they managed to record it, was about 7.83 hertz. And that started to increase. And back in about 2017, there was a spike, a high point of 36 hertz.
And at the time, that was a record high. I actually remember when that happened.
Yeah. It was a big shock. Nobody knew what was happening. But quite recently,
on March 17th,
it shot up to 150 hertz. Remember, 7.8 was the norm, and now it's gone up to 150. And a month or so ago, it went up, and it stayed up for exactly I think it was a week. Was it a 1 day or I can't remember.
I don't know.
But the funny thing was, it to the minute it went up, and then to the minute it went down again.
Wow.
So something strange is happening. And we thought we'd ask Alcazar what's going on with that.
So we're going to bring through the Stargate's guide, Alcazar.
Beloved ones, we greet thee, 'tis Alcazar. And as always, it is a great honor to be here with you at this moment in your time. And so we have been asked to make a comment about what is occurring to the vibration of your world. We said at the beginning of this year that your 2019 would be a catalytic year, a year where change will be encouraged, very strongly encouraged. The movement of the earth, this vibration, is one of those ways that are stirring things up. Many of you will be touched by this energy in a way that you notice. How many people have been feeling very tired recently? This is part of what is occurring. Without going into the details, we would suggest that this is part of the awakening process. These energies affect your very DNA. So we will step back for a moment and we will look at some of the questions that these two have prepared for us.
Okay, so the first question, I am among those who might be called grid workers, who are called to different places on the earth. Many seem to know very specifically where to go and what to do once there to facilitate openings and receive downloads at these places. I feel an enormous sense of responsibility in this and would like to know how I can be more certain that I am doing what is needed in these places.
And so, beloved one, there are some of you who feel indeed guided by your intuition to travel to certain places and to be there. Sometimes just being there is all that is necessary. You bring your energy. You bring that which is in your energetic field, that which is in your DNA. You bring it to that place. Maybe it is to meet another. Maybe it is to connect to the energetics of the earth there. There are many reasons as to why you may be drawn to a certain place. Without going into that, because it is unique to the individuals, let us first say to you, beloved one, don't feel responsible in the heaviness of that word. That word has been manipulated. The meaning of it has been changed. The real meaning is the ability to respond. And that is beautiful. It is not a heavy thing at all. It is your intuitive ability to respond to any and every situation. So, do not feel heavy responsibility in the old way that this word is used. Be responsible, the ability to respond. And we say to you, beloved, you have this already. But sharing this with all those who may feel drawn to be in a certain place or to be with a certain person. You feel it, following your intuition is of great import, as we have said many, many times.
And so, beloved, for you, you know full well that this journey of yours is a bit like a spiritual adventurer. You are guided by your intuition, and the markers that you are on the right track show up in the form of synchronicity. And so we just invite you to relax into that which you already know. You are being guided. And when you let go of the heaviness, that ability to respond actually becomes far more enhanced. And so we wish you well on your journey.
And so you're asking, how can I be more certain? Trust. Trust and know, because you will feel it. And
Alcazar once said to me, when you move with spirit, you move with trust.
Great.
Cool. So next question.
Okay.
I may feel sad and lonely sometimes because I don't know what my mission in life is. I don't know what to do or where I must go. Please tell me something about this.
So, beloved one, this is similar to many questions that are asked. What is my purpose in life? How can I achieve it? How can I know what it is? The primary purpose for each and every one of you, without exception, the mission, so to speak, is to be human, to experience life here, to make decisions. Life is decision after decision after decision. Make decisions. Learn from the decisions you make so that you can make more accurate, beneficial choices in your life. This is the primary mission for all of you. And if you find yourself doing a particular project, that is secondary. That is another gift to both you and humanity. So many people start to feel frustrated that they do not know what their mission is. Beloveds, relax. Relax. You are already on purpose, each and every one of you. Yes, some of you making wonderful decisions, some of you are making terrible decisions, and you recognize this. Learn from it. You are in a duality here. You experience both sides. You experience beautiful decisions. You experience difficult decisions that you would prefer not to have made. This is the learning process. This is part of evolution. You are here to evolve. If, as you evolve, you assist others in some way, beautiful. It is not a requirement. Your very changing, raising your vibration assists others because you are all connected in the quantum field. You are all connected by that which we call the human spirit. You are all one, experiencing this wonderful creation. And so, beloved ones, relax, trust in your own self, allow your intuition to guide you. Your intuition is the voice of your superconsciousness or of spirit, wanting to guide you in your human experience. So, do not struggle to find a life's purpose or a mission. It will come to you if there is something specific that would be of benefit to you and others. Okay?
Okay. Next question. The more I shift and change, the more my partner rebels. I guess I hold on and stay focused.
Well, this is a challenge that many people feel because as you change, your relationship between you and your partner changes. You're not the same person anymore. And this partner is with you because they liked how you were. And when you start to change, As you begin to evolve, you actually challenge them. As you awaken, they start to feel how they are not moving forward. You are a reflection to them. So there's a couple of things. You say, I guess I hold on. Well, that's a choice. What do you mean by holding on? Holding on to that partner? Holding on to that old way of relating? I would suggest that you let go. That doesn't mean pushing the other away. It means letting go and allowing and supporting the evolution of the partnership. If the other chooses not to evolve, then you have a decision to make. What's more important to me, being with this person or continuing my own evolution?
I heard Osho once said that when one partner starts to meditate and the other doesn't, it can create a feeling of like the greatest danger in the partnership, because the act of meditating is the act of stepping into total individuality. It's the act of actually moving into a space where you're relying solely on yourself, where you are connecting and communing with yourself. So it's interesting because sometimes it can feel like a huge threat to the other person when you start to grow and evolve, because you, like Prageet said, you're changing.
And so, and just one moment, I'm going to get Alcazar coming. Beloved ones, most relationships are based on lack. Intimate relationships, close friendships are very often based on receiving something from your partner that you do not give yourself. And so you are attracted to a partner who supports you in being how you are. Very few relationships on that level come together because they want to assist each other to evolve. That is changing as people become more conscious. But understand that your partner is a reflection to you. What you see in them, have a look. Is that in me? Or is the opposite of that in me? People think they are drawn together into partnership out of love. We would suggest something else. We would suggest that you are attracted to a partner because you can grow together. It is an opportunity to grow. This is from a higher perspective. From a human perspective, you are attracted by their looks or by their intelligence or whatever it is that you particularly are drawn about another. We would suggest that your vibration, your energy field, and their energy field attract each other for the purpose and point of evolving, growing together. This is not often recognized or discussed, but we wish to bring this into the conversation. Sometimes loving another is letting them go. In fact, from our perspective, if you are holding on to the other, that is not freedom. That is not evolving your relationship. If you let the other go, they are free, and they are free to stay with you. Okay?
Wow.
So, okay, next question. Because of the financial difficulties I'm having at the moment, can I change the company I work for now or wait a little longer? Okay, so we often get questions similar to this. What shall I do? Shall I do this or shall I do that? understand that these are not questions, or these are not answers that we can give you. We can't say to you, yes, stay with your job, or no, move. It's totally, absolutely up to you. As was said just a few minutes ago, life is about making decisions and learning from them. So just to everyone, we can't answer this kind of question, tell me what to do. You need to really tune in to a situation like this. Yes, it is difficult. Yes, many people are facing financial difficulties. Understand, you create your own reality. This is extremely difficult for most people to accept. But when you start living in abundance internally, appreciating what you have, then you start to open to receive more. This is really a challenging concept for most people. So your financial difficulties are actually not related to where you're working. I understand that this is really hard to grasp for most people. Change your attitude towards money, towards abundance. Appreciate what you have. Alcazar said many times, when you're abundant, you share. If you wish to draw abundance into your life, start sharing what you have. Doesn't mean necessarily money or even things. Share who you are. Give gifts of your wisdom. Give your time. Whatever it is, start sharing. Start appreciating. Those are two of the keys to drawing abundance into your life. Another is drop your judgment and fear around money. If you look at somebody driving a very big, beautiful car, do you judge them? Look at them. Or do you say, I celebrate that they are living in abundance. I choose to live in abundance also. When you judge people with an expensive car or a big house or a yacht, then you are limiting your own ability. You are judging abundance. If you judge abundance, you cannot draw it to yourself. Celebrate the abundance of others and welcome abundance into your life. Okay?
Cool. Okay, so what I would like to know involves the upgrading of our experience and perception based on higher consciousness. In the process, I feel more aware of how so many old ways in the world around us are so ridiculous. I would like your input regarding the best direction to the best reaction to the constant nonsense the world often seems to be running on. And how do I not judge myself for judging the ridiculousness?
Okay, well, there's several things in there. But one thing is that you're asking us for the right reaction. Beloved ones, what is reaction? Reaction. It means doing the same thing again and again. We do not suggest or recommend reaction. We say to you, respond to a situation. Reaction is subconscious programming, automatically just replaying something from the past again and again. Be conscious. Begin your evolution. by taking a moment, instead of reacting, take a moment and respond. Feel what is happening in the moment without judgment, and then come from a place of clarity. So, you are talking about the ridiculous old ways. So, first of all, that is a judgment. Your way may be different from others. Understand you are all evolving. If someone judges the way you are, how do you feel? So rather than judging what is going on around, rather than complaining about how things are, simply start living a new reality for yourself. You are asking about perceptions based on higher consciousness, but this is responding, not reacting. So, beloved, your question coming from a place of reaction. Start looking at life, start living life in response.
And beloved, a little something extra just for you is to take a look inside and see, where am I frustrated in my life? Because that is what you are projecting onto the outside world. And so whenever you find a pattern of reaction that seems to be based on external factors, external judgments, it is a beautiful time to say, okay, existence, show me what I need to let go of. Show me where my next leap in evolution is. Let that frustration energy move out of your field. Recognize those irritants and see, how can I respond? How can I clarify? How can I create the space to uplift my experiencing?
Okay. Next question. How do I, mother of three grown children with children of their own, reconcile being rejected and abandoned by my children? The rejection became obvious following the divorce from their father. I ask for help to heal, adjust my perception, whatever it takes to accept and be free of the long-standing heartache. Beloved one, when you truly love another, be it a partner or your children, love gives freedom. Freedom to reject you as well as freedom to love you. So give them their freedom. Yes, this can create heartache. As you choose to evolve, you can look back over your life. What was happening to your children? How were they when you were separating from your husband? What was it before the separation for the children? What is it they are truly reacting to? Take a look at how you were. Were there actions or words that you shared with them that have created a resentment which has built and festered? There are many ways to look at this. So you are asking to be free. Freedom requires awareness. As you change your past by looking into it, understanding it, and making different choices, then relationships can change. But do this for your own evolution, your own understanding, your own growth, not simply to try and get back your children. It is a difficult situation. It is one that many live through. Understand that partnership with another, with a father of your children, as we have said earlier, it is an opportunity for your own growth. Let us say this about relationship. We have said you are attracted by how you can grow together. This attraction, this experiencing of a partner can happen for a day, a month, a year, or a lifetime. But at some point, the time to separate is there. Honor the separation. Honor the other for the experiences, good and bad, that you have had together, that have been an opportunity to understand self more. We are conditioned to criticize the other, and criticizing the other leads so often to the separation in relationship, which in other ways could have continued to grow and evolve. So, beloved ones, whenever you are in a relationship, and this is a close partner, your children, your parents, your workmates, take a look at your criticisms, for they are painful to others and ultimately to yourself also. Try and understand the other. Try being in their shoes around the issue that you would normally criticize. Try looking from their perspective. What is it they are trying to do? What is it they are trying to say? What is it they are trying to show you? See if you can look from their perspective at yourself. And from this new perspective, greater understanding can come. Okay? It is a challenge, yes. Life is a challenge, but life can also be a great joy, because with each understanding that reveals itself to you comes a lightness that comes with clarity, a self-love that comes with clarity, even if that which you see brings sadness. Okay, beloved one?
Alcazar is going deep today. That's really beautiful. Next question. After years of crisis, to rebalance the energy at the family level and in the workplace, what is the best way?
Oh.
Is that the one we just answered?
Well,
no, it was the heartache. It's the same question though, isn't it?
Well, the answer is very
answer is
the same. After years of crisis, well, let's just comment about that, because most, I don't know whether to say most is the right, but many relationships struggle on and on. So you end up with years of crisis. Why live in years of crisis? It's time to change. And as Alcazar said at the beginning of this year, this is a year where there's going to be a lot of change, internal change and external. External change can be your relationships with family, friends, work, and the changes that are happening in the world. And there's lots of changes happening out there in the world. As we mentioned at the beginning with the Schuman Resonance, The earth is shaking us up as well. So if you've been living years of struggle and difficulty, do you wish to continue that? If you don't wish to continue that, what exactly do you need in your life? Take some of the suggestions that were made in the last answer. Partnership is there to grow. If you're not growing, if you're just recycling old pains, have a look. Is this something I wish to continue to do? If I don't wish to continue, do I separate? Do I change my attitude? Do I see how I've been contributing to the years and years of suffering? Because it's never just one person. You create together in that kind of a relationship. So it's up to you, beloved one. Okay.
Okay, so the next question is, I am lost, which is a statement.
So questions like this, again, there's not enough beloved one, we love you. When you say you are lost, we would suggest no. Ungrounded, yes. Disconnected from your superconsciousness, your intuition, yes. Lost, no. Because wherever you are there. This might seem a little ridiculous, but it is about understanding self. When you say I am lost, then you are saying I am lost and I've given up hope and there's nothing else to do. You can live that if you wish. Or you can start to say, now I take responsibility for my own creation. I take responsibility for the situation I'm in, the feelings that I have, and I will start to meditate. I will start to ask for guidance. I will start to listen to my intuition. Beloveds, this is the key to change. Whatever your situation, the key to change is to move into the meditation. Ask your guidance for support. Ask for demonstrations. Take responsibility, the ability to respond. Claim yourself. This is up to you. You are not a victim here. You have made choices that have brought you to this place, this feeling. From here, you can break through into something wonderful, to experience the joys, the bliss of life. Sometimes from the very depths of suffering or separation, change can happen into such a beautiful understanding and freedom. So, rather than being in despair, take responsibility. I am going to change this now. Your energies will struggle against this because this is a pattern. But it is just a pattern. And you can change it if you choose.
Okay, next question. I have always been a loner as far as I can remember. I have done quite a bit of work on myself, but finding it difficult to network. I really want to connect with people much more, as I believe that would be a wonderful way to express myself and spread love.
So being a loner is a program. Maybe it's something that your childhood created. Maybe it's just personal choice. But if you are ready to change now, you say ready to network, connect with people, have closer friends, ask yourself, why have I kept myself separate? Is this a program that I'm carrying? And the answer is probably very strongly yes. So why are you keeping yourself separate? What happened in your earlier years that made you feel like it is safer to be alone than to be with other people, to be separate rather than have close relationships? So this is probably something to move into the investigation that Alcazar has shared with the inner child work. Because so often the limitations that we experience in our daily lives, things that we see happening again and again, are a result of a subconscious program that we created in our earlier years. So I would suggest following some inner child work. Okay, and you can find information about that on our website. There's a very special way that Alcazar guides it, because it's done in the quantum field. We've talked about that before. No doubt we'll go into it in more detail at another time, but that's something for you to research if you choose.
Yeah. So I'm going to jump to this question because it's related, and I think maybe we can do some kind of meditation around this since it's a theme. I want to reset my beliefs that no longer serve me. Are there some suggestions that you would give us to facilitate this process?
Beloved ones, beliefs are dangerous, because if you are believing something, it means that you are hoping it is true. It is not a knowing. Religions around your world have used beliefs to control you, to limit you. Understand this. Your religions say to you, repeat this. I believe in this. I believe in this. I believe in this. And you say it again and again, and you think it again and again, and all those around you in the congregation are saying the same thing. And in the end, you start to believe this is the truth. No, it is not the truth. It is just something you have repeated again and again, that you've hoped is true, or that you have trusted others who have told you this is true. It is time to move from belief to knowing, to experiencing. So how do you change these old beliefs? Take a look and see what is no longer serving you. Take a look at your life and say, what is it that I am believing that I don't know if it's real or not? Ask for demonstrations. We have said this many times, beloved ones. Ask your guidance to give you demonstrations about the truth of their existence. For example, if there's certain beliefs that you are concerned about, investigate. Why do I believe this? Where did this belief come from? Is it grounded in something that I can trust and allow? Or is it something which I am uncertain of? If you are uncertain of it, then ask for clarity. Ask Spirit, existence, your guides, whatever label. Ask for clarity. Ask for insight. So often the beliefs that you have, that you allow, were created in your past, often distant past, early childhood. Take a look back then and ask yourself, what was happening then when I first started to believe this? And now you bring your adult awareness to that moment and say, okay, this is what was happening then. This is the belief I created. Do I still wish to hold that from my new awareness? And you might say, oh, yes, in fact, I can see that that is a reality which I choose to accept. Or that is a belief which I cannot prove, but I feel I should continue. Always look again and again at your belief systems as you evolve, because humanity is evolving. Even the religions are slowly evolving. Where there used to be hell and brimstone, now the Pope is saying there is no hell. So even religions are changing. Check your beliefs as you evolve. Discard those that you see are false beliefs. Appreciate, yes, I have lived with that. It has been part of my awakening process, part of my evolution. And now I move beyond it. So take a look again and again as you evolve. Do you still need this belief as a crutch? Or are you going to investigate and recognize, it is not just a belief, it is a reality. So, beloved ones, as this one, Julieanne, has asked, we can bring some energy in a meditation. Let us move there right now.
Okay, so as we always do the meditation, we're going to have the music link dropped in. So
there it is.
There it is. Go ahead and click the button to start the music.
That's at the bottom of the screen.
You can adjust the volume on the new window that opens in the very, very, very bottom of that window. You'll see the volume button, and we're going to turn our camera off for the experience. So.
And so just each one of you relax, close your eyes. If you're listening to this whilst you're doing something else where your attention is needed, please don't go into the meditation. You can do it later from a recording. So close your eyes and relax. And Alcazar will come through Julieanne and myself to guide the meditation. And so we join you again. And we ask each and every one of you to follow the suggestions that we make throughout this meditation. We ask this so that your guide spirit can see that your intention is to be part of this, and we will respond to you energetically. So first we ask you to invite the energies of the earth, the energies of Gaia, to come up into your body, into your energy field.
And so we call for the energies of Gaia.
And just allowing for the possibility that the earth can actually respond to your asking. So keeping the eyes closed throughout this meditation. And now we ask each one of you to ask inside for an etheric stargate to come to you. The etheric stargate is the consciousness of the stargate. And simply you're asking, it can respond to you.
And so just asking inside is all that is needed. We call for the presence of an etheric stargate.
And just feel, just visualize or imagine that the Stargate is coming down around you. You do not have to know exactly what it looks like. Just the request, just the asking, and the consciousness of the Stargate will respond to you. Very good.
And now we ask each one of you to ask inside for your Stargate to activate, to begin to create a gentle energy field. And so we call for the activation of all the etheric Stargates.
And what will start to happen is your Stargate will begin to radiate a very soft, gentle, energetic around you. And now we are going to start to vibrate all the etheric Stargates around the world. Nothing to do, just relax and be present. And as we vibrate the Stargates, they start to move up through the dimensional ranges. So moving very rapidly now. As we move out of the third dimensional frequencies, your etheric Stargate is moving faster and faster, already moving into that which you would call the fifth dimension.
And continuing this acceleration, the etheric Stargates vibrating through your sixth dimensional frequencies, merging into the seventh dimension now, where we bring all the Stargates to a gentle pause.
So all the etheric Stargates around the world are now vibrating at the seventh dimension. Nothing to do, just asking inside, each and every one of you, asking inside for a strong seventh dimensional energy field in your etheric Stargate.
We call for a strong energy field of the seventh dimension.
And your Stargate will begin to radiate these frequencies all around you and through you. And as you simply relax into this seventh dimensional energy, slowly, slowly, your vibration, your energy field will gently rise. It is not something you do. It happens all by itself. And in a few moments, you too will be vibrating at the energy of the seventh level. Nothing to do, just to allow. It is that simple. It is that easy. Not even trying, for if you try to feel the energies, you actually slow the process down, relaxing and allowing. It is that simple.
And so again, we accelerate the energies, this Stargate energy fields vibrating faster and faster, moving up through your eighth dimensional frequencies now.
Continuing to accelerate through the ninth dimensional energetics and into the 10th.
Vibrating through your 10th dimension into the 11th and moving quite rapidly as we vibrate now into your 12th dimensional frequencies. And we are going to vibrate all the way to the very highest ranges of the 12th dimension.
And so now we ask all the Stargates to pause at this frequency band. And so each one of you asking inside for a strong 12th dimensional energetic in your etheric Stargate.
We call for a strong energy field of the 12th dimension.
And with the asking, your Stargate begins to radiate these 12th dimensional energetics all around you. And as before, as you relax, slowly, slowly, your vibration rises until you are in harmony with the 12th dimension. And in these frequencies, in these vibrations, it is very easy for you to switch your awareness into the quantum field. It is not something that you actually do. It is just the intention to expand your awareness from the physical into the quantum field, into the vastness of all that is. For it is in that vastness that all the dimensions exist. It is in that vastness that all is. All the realities are held within the vastness of the quantum field. In that field, there is no time. And so, beloveds, we are going to suggest to each one of you that you invite your guides, whether you know them or not, guides that will be available to assist you in this simple meditation. Just ask inside now to invite them to come into your etheric stargate.
And so we call for the presence of all the guides who are wishing to assist us in uplifting our vibration.
And just feel, as you ask, just notice the energetic response as guides come to you. No need to know who they are, just the invitation, and this benevolent energy comes to you. Nothing to do, nothing to do, nothing to do. Relaxing and allowing. And we are going to bring a gentle energetic to each and every one of you. This energetic is designed for you individually to support you in your process of evolution, to support you in calling forth the connections into your daily life that you need for your understanding, your evolution, and your movement into a greater level of freedom. And so we start to bring an energy to each and every one of you right now. This energy that is coming to you now is specifically for you individually. Some of you will feel this as a very strong energy because that is what you need right now. Some of you will feel it as a very subtle energy, for that is what you need right now. Others will actually be receiving energies that are so imperceptible that you hardly know that they are coming to you. Each one of you is receiving energies right now. Relax and just allow them to support you. Your guides are guiding the energy. Your super consciousness is assisting you in receiving these gentle energies. It is not a doing, it is a relaxing and an allowing. A relaxing and allowing. Yeah. And so allow these energies to support you at looking at those beliefs that you carry that are no longer serving you. Just ask inside for these energies to bring into your awareness beliefs that you have been holding, that you still hold, that are no longer serving you. Perhaps in the past they have been of benefit. They have been part of your growth, your evolution. No judgment, no negativity about those beliefs. Simply asking for support to see which beliefs that you still carry are no longer serving you. And as you become aware of them, you can, one by one, take a look, see where you accepted this belief. And if it is no longer serving you, dissolve the attachment to that belief. And again, the inner child work is very beneficial for this. So, beloveds, just a few more moments of these very soft energies. This year of your 2019 is a catalytic year. It is a year where you are going to be challenged again and again to change, to evolve. Use these energies that are available to you. It is not a doing, it is just being open to receive them, open to the possibility that these energetics may be of help to you. We are not asking you to believe us. We are inviting you to try. Allow these energies and to see. And so, beloved ones, we love you and we bless you. We honor each and every one of you. And we will talk to you again very soon. And so just very slowly, very gently, you can bring your awareness back into your room, wherever you are. To the end of another Embrace from the Beyond. And again, we invite you to send in questions. And let's be aware of the kind of questions that we can't answer.
Although Alcazar gave some pretty good answers to them.
It's like many people have sent us long, almost writing several paragraphs about the particular illness that's happening. We can't give advice on that kind of thing. Some of these questions are very personal, and they're not the kind of thing that we can answer in a very general broadcast like this. Also, we're not allowed to give medical advice. We're not trained doctors, and so we can't give you that.
We're metaphysicians.
And like Alcazar just said in that last meditation, we don't believe anything. Don't believe some of the things that we say or that Alcazar says. Take them in, see if it resonates with your own truth, your intuition. Don't blindly accept everything. Start to take a look. Start to challenge, your internal beliefs. Don't accept just what other people tell you because they're in a position of power, authority over you. Trust. That's part of the evolution.
That was a deep, deep session today. So if you find that what Alcazar is saying is kind of echoing or has stirred something up inside of you, I would highly recommend going back and listening again and really taking those prompts of self-inquiry deeper, because it's actually a really beautiful way to reach the resolution of what's been kicked up inside of you. So I just wanted to say that.
Okay.
Yeah, because Alcazar shared some deep, deep truths today. Okay.
So we look forward to seeing you next week. And we look forward to receiving your questions.
Okay. Bye,
we
everyone.
love you. Take care. Bye-bye.